So, students, good evening. Online students, am I audible? If you say good evening, I should not fear. But it says smoothly. If you say good evening, sir, means I feel that something happened. So you should not make me to fear. Okay. So anyhow, good students. So learning day by day, good knowledge, how to be there. Whether good evening or not necessary, but practicing or not, that is an important. One student has done an excellent job. ATM operation. I really impressed a lot. Really, I'm congratulating her. Done very good job. She has done ATM example. And hands also not coming. Something you are saying like that. Really good. I hope whether you have done it or not, I don't know. Completed, huh? Completed. No. You will not do. But that girl has done it. What about other girls? You won't do it? Huh? Only taking bag and coming and sitting in the class, listening and going. Something must do that. This life will not come again. Huh? So students, online students, whether you have done or not, I don't know. Please complete that. Right? So, coming to the point back, now I am going to start the session. So, Sanskar, many students are not there. Wait some minute if possible. I don't want to wait for anybody else. We don't want to wait because they know if they want the subject, they will join on time. I don't want to wait. Waiting for the students in my dictionary not there. Time is time, that's all. If they want to come up, they will come to the class. Otherwise, going out of coverage area. We are seeing a lot of students outside now. So we don't want to wait. So Sanskar, don't tell next time that type of message to me. And you are doing wrong for that. So next move to the further. I'll move to the further. I'll go to the next discussion here. Last session, we already started with oops. So in that, we started with the introduction to object-oriented programming. So there I discussed it. Types of languages, what is the importance of object-oriented programming? We have done it. Next, after that, we went for what, list of object-oriented principles, started with object-oriented principles. Then these are the object-oriented principles. And next term, today we are entering into what? Classes. We are entering into the classes concept today. So take care, students. Why classes concept is important, we are going to discuss. So important, let's start discussing about classes concept perfectly into this now. So let's start why this classes concept is. If you take any student and you ask the question, what is the purpose of class? They'll say, class is a collection of objects, they will say. Class is a collection of objects, they will say. That is a blunder. What is the class? What is the purpose of it? I am going to discuss in the class. Come in, ma'am. So shall we move to the further now? So how it is, I am going to take up. So before writing those points, I am going to discuss in the class about few points. Let us watch this carefully. Suppose I want to store, careful follow. I want to store SNO, S name, comma marks, and college name. And a college name, I want to store it. How do you store this SNO, name, marks, college name, and everything? How you can store it? What you will do? Take for example, LST is equal to what the knowledge which you have so far, LST is equal to, you are saying 10 comma something like you are saying something like Naresh. I'm saying like this. And I'm writing something like 44.44 and you are writing OUCET. I'll call one, you will understand that. I myself also will understand. But when you call one layman from outside to this place, and if I ask what is this data, he don't know that whether 10 is a number or employee number or student number. or teacher number. We don't know that whether Naresh is a student name or employee name or teacher name. 44.44, he don't know what is it. He don't know what is OUCET. So there is no customization in it. In general, it is stored in the form of what? LST. Are you getting? Then how I am interested to store, or otherwise one more way, you may have little knowledge. What is the data you are having? D is equal to dictionary I am taking. SNO colon 10, comma, yes name colon what? Naresh. Next, marks colon, marks I am writing. Marks colon 44.44. Next is called what? C name, college name is equal to, you are writing OUCET. You are writing OUCET. Look at that. This is my dictionary data. Observe now. SNO, yes name, marks, C name, and you have written like this. And if you carefully observe, students, here if you carefully observe it, OUCET, number, name, and etc., we are getting it. And finally, what is my conclusion? Number, name, marks, C name, we got like this. What did you understand this entire discussion? This entire discussion make me to understand that any person can understand it is a 10 is a number, Naresh is a name, marks is like that. They understand. But I want to find out, for example, okay, take some marks also here available. For example, you take like this. Inside this, now I am taking 44 marks, 56 marks, 78 marks, 30, 23, like this I am having. Like a list of marks, list of subject marks I am taking. If it is an inner list, you are writing list in a list also, you can write it. Well, and of course, here also you can write it, list in a list also, you know. My question is, okay, you are doing that, you are representing, okay. But my question is there any function in dictionary to calculate the sum of this now, sum of the marks? Sum of marks. Do you have any function inside the dictionary? I don't have any function inside the dictionary to find the sum, like sum of marks and marks sum. There is no such function is available. There is no function is available. Marks sum. There is no such function is available here. Do you have any such function? No. Clear function, copy function, get function, keys function, values function, items function is only there. That are all called what? Universal function in the dictionary. Do you have any customized functions inside the dictionary? No. Do you have any function average marks? And do you have any function like percentage calculation or something? No. That means there is a class called dict, which is universally organizing the data in the form of key, comma, value, which is containing what? Dict data, and the dict is containing its own functions. There is no functions available for certain requirement like what? Sum of marks, percentage of marks, average of marks. There is no such functions are present in where? Dict. So I want to today this one. What I am looking today, I want to go for, this is called what? Dictionary. Instead of dictionary, I want to take my own data. Like what? My own object I want to create. My object want to create. I want to store my data in my own format. In my own format, I want to take up. How I want to take up? Like this, you see. This is the same thing. If I write like this, how I am writing? How I am writing is equal to I want to write it. Is it possible to write like this? No, it is not possible to write like this. Colon only we need to use. Suppose I want to store like this. How can I store it? Is it possible to store it in the dictionary? No. So, but I want to make it to possible. So if I want to make it possible, I have to create what? I have to create what? My object is equal to, I have to place the data like this. So to create my own object, definitely what is required? Behind of every object, what is there, I told. Like that. To store my own customized data. Here the word is called what? Customized data. I want to store customized data plus what? Customized operations I want to do it. Customized operations I want to do it. Customized operations. Already data types are available. How many data types are available? 14 data types are there. 14 different data types are there. Varieties of functions are there. They are all called predefined classes. Today, I want to store my own customized data. I want to do my own operations. That's why today I'm going to develop programmer defined data type. Programmer defined data type. Programmer defined data types. If you want to develop it, you must go for your class concept. What is the use of class concept? To develop programmer defined data types. Why it is the need of custom programmer defined data type? To store the customized data, to perform the customized operations. What is the use of class concept? Because these OOPS principles are same in C++, OOPS principles are same in Java, OOPS principles are same in Python, OOPS principles are same in C#.NET. Class concept is same in all the languages, but what is different? Syntax is different. Shall I move forward? Take apps, you take it, apps. ICICI banking, you take it. Access Bank, you take it. SBI Anywhere app, you take it. You take HDFC apps, you take it. Union Bank operations, you take it. All of them are having apps or not? Those apps are universal apps, they are customized. Customized. So to develop the customized, these are all simply considered as an objects only in your mobile. So such a type of customization, if you want, you have to develop your own class. Developing our own class is called what? Programmer defined data type. First of all, data types are how many? 14. Are those classes you developed already developed? So they are called what? Predefined data type. Programmer defined data types means what? My own class I want to develop. Predefined data types are called classes now. We want to develop our own class. That is called programmer defined data type. What is the purpose of class? Now I am writing the purpose of which concept? Classes concept is that to develop which data type? Customized data type. To develop which data type? Programmer defined data type. Programmer defined data type. Programmer defined data type. And to develop real-time application. To develop what? Real-time applications. To develop real-time applications, we use which concept? The purpose of classes concept is that to develop programmer defined data type plus real-time applications. Real-time applications. Are you able to follow? So any real-time application you want to develop in OOPS, you have to start with what? Classes concept. Now, what is the need of developing programmer defined data type? I will discuss. The purpose of developing, because this is a pillar student, the purpose of developing programmer defined data type is that to store which data? Customized, to store customized data and to perform which operations? Customized operations. Customized operations. To perform customized data, to store customized data and to perform what? Customized operations. We'll go for what? Classes concept. Is it understandable? Right. Now, careful students. To develop programmer defined data type by using classes concept, we use a keyword. We use a keyword called what? Class. We use a keyword called what? Class. To develop a programmer defined data type by using classes concept, we use a keyword called class. Getting? Right. Now tell me, programmatically, I am writing here. Programmatically, you take it. List. What is list is here? List is what? What is the list? Third time, what is the list? ఎందుకే మీరు అసలు ఎందుకు వస్తారు క్లాస్కి అసలు? Why you are coming to class? Object. So, stop predefined class. ఇంతవరకు రాదు. నేను డేటా టైప్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయడానికి వెళ్తున్నాను. నేను ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఓపెన్ ద డేటా టైప్స్. ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను. ఇంకా చాలా మందికి తెలియట్లే డేటా టైప్స్. సో I have to go to the data types. Under the data types, long back, fundamental data type, list data, anything you open it, list you open it. First line is that only. Why I feel is, even after explaining, if you don't answer it, you are wasted. Waste and waste. List is called one of the predefined class. So, it's a predefined class. I was almost explained. Programmatically, every class name is called what? Every class name is what? Data type. Every class name is called what? Data type. Today I am developing programmer defined data type by using which concept? So what is that keyword? Programmatically, every class name is a data type. Is a data type. If I develop my own class, it is called which data type? Programmer defined data type. Now I am writing. In object-oriented programming in OOPS, every Python program must starts with what? Class. Must starts with what? Class concept. Without class concept, I'll write here. Without which concept? Class concept. There is no Python program. There is no Python program. I hope you are understanding this. These are the points you need to remember in this place. And next I am going to introduce definition of a class. Definition of a class I want to tell you. How you need to think always definition, students, you know. I will give you, already I gave you some small awareness for you. Today also I want to give you. Definition of class I am going to give you. What is the definition of class? You think of like that. You want to construct a house. You want to develop an application. It's a very, very important. It is a complicated, I told you. You want to construct a house. To construct a house, you are going for what? Plan. To develop an application in OOPS, you have to go for what? Class. What is the plan? A plan is given in the paper. Some rooms, dimensions and everything. But will you live in that plan? No. There is no space is there for that. Based on this formula, you are coming to the physical land and you are designing your home, something like what you are taking it. Based on the plan you are having, it is just like a specification of the problem. It is just like a formula. Whatever is there inside the plan, same thing is reflecting in the physical land. So, but before the plan, you cannot go for what? Constructing the house. You go for any automobile sector. Every year, cars companies will release a new models of cars. The new models of the cars will come based on what? Designing the model first. Based on the model will come for implementation. New model of the car will be released. Are you getting my point? So finally, I am saying inside the class, what is available? I already told you. To store which data? Which type of customized data you want to store? You will specify inside the class. I want to store account number, customer name, balance, PIN number, credit card number, debit card number, like that. You will write all those variable names inside the class. What are all the dimensions are there in your house plan? Same thing will come in object also, physical land also. So class will contain what? What to store, what not to store. Plus, you will specify what also? Customized operation. Customized operations will be performed by what? Operations performed by basically what? Functions. Such functions are going to come inside of what? Class concept. So inside the class, what will be present? Inside the class, what will present? Variable names will present plus what is present? Functions will present. Variable names inside the class are called what? Data members. Spell out. Inside the function. Functions I am writing inside of oops. Today onwards, functions are known as what? Methods we can call. Spell out. So people will ask you the question, what is the difference between function and a method? Yes, function and method are called, both of them are called subprograms only. In functional programming, subprogram is known as what? In functional programming, subprogram is called what? Method. Are you following me? So final conclusion is very, very simple. Definition of a class. Definition of a class. Tell me, what is a class? A class is a collection of. A class is a collection of. Tell me, students. Data members and what? Methods. Methods. I'll explain. This itself will take 4 hours to explain. This itself will take 4 hours. And when you are going to be actual class concept. If anybody don't want to explain, that will be over now only. This is going to have a lot of meaning. What are the data members? I am going to introduce. Methods in the next level we discuss. When we define a class, once again, when we define a class, what is not created? When I design the plan of the house, what is not there? Memory space is not there. When the memory space will come? Memory space will come when you go for designing your house in the physical land. So data stored in your house you constructed, data stored in your plan, house which we constructed. Data stored in where? Object. Physical construction of the house is called what? Object. Plan of your home is called what? Come on. Class. So tell me now, when we define a class, memory space is not created. Memory space is not created. For what? Data members and what? Methods. But whose memory space created? Whose memory space is created? When we create? Yes. When we create what? An object. When we create an object. Now last point I am writing. All the data members and methods of what? Class are reflected as it is, as a part of what? Reflected as it is, as a part of what? Object with what? Memory space. So class is considered as logical existence. Logical existence. What is meant by logical existence? We feel that it is there, but in reality we cannot store the data. It's a virtual, but its existence is compulsory. And object considered as what? Considered as physical existence. Physical existence is an important. Physical existence. Behind of every existence, there is one formula is existing. Corona vaccine, formula is there. Based on the formula only, vaccine will come into picture. So I'm going to come into that. A class is considered as what? Object is considered as what? So before release, suppose you want to construct a big dam, big reservoir you want to build. Will you directly go and build up? First you will prepare the map or not? What is that map? Class. Based on the map, you start the work. What is that is called? Object. So class will contain logic. Class will contain object. That is called your old knowledge, waste knowledge. Class is considered as what? Logical existence. Object is, where do you store the data? Object. To create an object, what is required? Class. Can I create an object without a class? No. First, what to create? Next, If I create an object without class name, you will get error. Name error will come. Are you getting? Now I am going to introduce what is the definition of class? A class is a collection of data members and methods. Now I am entering into detailed discussion. Data members and what? Methods. So if you go for looking into a car is called what? Class. Types of cars. Objects. Will you sit in the car? No. We will sit in the type of the car because space is there. Only car is called what? It's a specification. It's only a blueprint. You cannot sit inside. Type of car, I-10, I-20, Honda City. These are all. You sit in the type of the car because it is called what? Object. Having the memory space. Only class called car doesn't have. But in our colleges, car is an object, bus is an object. These are all called cock and bullock stories. Are you following? Your mobile is what? Mobile, class. Types of mobiles. So you are having something in your hand. What is that? Class or object? Class are they? ఏమి రాదు అసలు గుర్తుండదు ఇంగ్లీష్ రాదు ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ బట్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ 22 years. How do you survive? You are having something in your hand, you will feel, touch and feel. It is having some touching. What is that? It will have what? Space. So you will store your contact list in where? Type of mobile. What is the mobile? Class. Types of mobiles. Object. Bus. Class. Types of buses. Who are you? Class R. Class R. Who are you? Object. If you sit in the chair, chair also will break it. Who are you? What is your class? Student. What is student? Class. Types of students. Teacher. Types of teachers. Next, animal. Types of animals. Right? These things nobody will ask in interviews. Nobody will ask in interviews. These are all general knowledge. Employee. Types of employees. Computer. Types of computers. So tomorrow you'll forget once again. Gajini number 1. So come to the point of it. Whatever I am feeling, I am saying. If you answer correctly, you will say good student. If you don't answer, number 1. Who is that? What is the definition of class? Class is a collection of data, members and method. Don't tell like your old days, 1947 grandfather knowledge. A class is a collection of object. These are all cock and bullock stories. That is a wrong answer. Now I am going to enter into that. Online students, did you understand this concept? I'll save it. Go to the place. Did you understand students up to here? Now I'll go to this place. Now here, oops, and I'll create first topic. What is this now? Classes. Classes. Inside of it, I'll go for notes. Inside, I will save it. I'm not giving a big story on this. Anybody ask what is a class? I explain that. I want to store my own data. To store my own data, I don't need 14 data types, which is not suitable for me. I have to develop my own class or not? I have to develop my own data type. What is the data types in Python? Classes. I have to develop my own class or not? Why are you developing your own class? To store your own data, to provide your own functions. Customization I want totally. That's why I'm going for which concept to develop. First question is coming. What is the purpose of class? Don't tell purpose of class is to a collection of objects. Blunder, blunder, blunder. Today we are going to introduce purpose of classes concept is that to develop programmer defined data type and to develop real-time application. Purpose of developing programmer defined data type is that to store customized data and to perform customized operations. To develop programmer defined data type by using classes concept, we use a keyword called class. Programmatically, every class name is a data type. In OOPS, every Python program must starts with the class concept. Without classes concept, there is no Python program. Definition of what? Class. A class is a collection of data, members, and methods. When we define a class, memory space not created for data, members, and methods, but whose memory space is created? Whose memory space is created when we create an object with respect to class name. With respect to what name? Class name. All the data, members, and methods of class are reflected as it is as a part of what? As it is as a part of what? Object with the what? Memory space. A class is considered as what? Logical existence, and object considered as physical existence. So data stored in object. But to create an object, what is required? Class. So without a class, there is no object. Up to here, okay? Now I am entering into types of data members in class of Python. Types of data members in class of Python. Very dangerous concept is coming. So, types of data members in class of Python. Class concept, you study even in Java also. Any Java students are there? And what people are explaining about OOPS in training divisions is blunder. And try to read my notes thoroughly. Whoever is asking, try to answer all these things so thoroughly. So if you don't answer these things like this, you cannot get the impression about your performance. So types of data members. Start up. Right. In a class of Python, we can define two types of data members. They are number one, instance data members. I'll explain. Class level data members. Those who are coming from Java background, we call it as a static data members. But in Python, we call it as what? Class level data members. Spell out how many data members are there? Two types. Number one, instance data members, class level data members. I want to go for talking about instance data member. There is no hurry at all. Easy. I'm going to talk about first one about instance data members. Very nice. Take up instance data members. Next, I will talk about class level data members. Next, I will talk about class level data members. Easy, students. Now I am talking about class level data members. So second one is class level data members. Well, what is instance data member? What is class level data member? I just want to discuss. Easy. Take care. Take an example. I want to store, go to that one small paint, I want to take it. Take care, students. My requirement is I want to store student number, next student name, marks, and course name. Who are learning Python. So 241 students who are in the online, almost some students in the offline. I just want to store it. So almost I want to store some 300 students data I want to store. Carefully understand. 300 students means what? Number will be same for all of them or different? Different means you need to store every time or only once? Every time. So number memory space to be created every time. I have to create the number memory space to be created every time. Next, name. Is it created memory space every time or only once? Every time I have to create it. Marks to be created one time each and every time or one time? Every time. Because they differ, the number and name, marks, and every time they are differing. Course called what? Python. course called Python, are they going to store, are you going to store every time or only once? Only once. Why? If I store unnecessarily Python 300 times, is it not waste of memory space? That means Python is what value? Common value. Common value for how many objects? 300 objects. What are the specific values? Number, name, and marks. So you have the knowledge on this example. What are specific? What are common? What are specific? What are common? All specific values are now onwards called as what? Instance data members. Spell out. Instance data members. All common values are called what? Class level data members. Spell out. Class level data members. Now, course name is called what now? Class level data member. Number, name, marks are called what? Instance data member. One more example. Take the banking example. Account number, customer name, balance, and then B name for all the customers. Account number, customer name, balance are what? Instance data member. B name is what? Class level data member. Class level data members takes memory space how many times? One time. How many times this memory space has to be taken? Every time. Next, one more example. Employee number, e-name, salary, and next address, and next is called what you know, company name, who are all working in same company. What are class level data member here? Only C name. What about the other? Instance, because they are differing this one value from other value. Are you getting? Last and final. Aadhaar card number, and then citizen name, and then address, and country, and country. What is the first three? What is country? Are you able to understand now? How many types of data members we can define in a class? Two types. One is instance data member. One more is good. Now, I want to go for how to do this, sir. How to mention it. Now I am going for entering into the example. Shall I start example? Huh? Well, go to the place. Go to the place. You want to see PyCharm? PyCharm, I'll go. PyCharm. Normal also, edit plus also normal. First we'll go for PyCharm. So, go to the place and see that. Let us close this area. Close project. New project. There I will take 6 p.m. whoops. 6 p.m. whoops. So 6 p.m. whoops 1. So it is available now. Go to the place. Now I want to start with. Stay here. What I am talking now. First today, I am talking about instance data member. Instance data members example 1.py. Instance data member example 1.py. Instance data member example 1.py. What should I do? What is my requirement? Student number, name, marks, college name. First number, name, marks, I will take it. Where can I store that in Python? Where can I store it in Python? Data can be stored in Python in the form of what? Object. So I need to create what? Object. Object, how do we create? S is equal to what? Student of error. What is S there? Object. Like L is equal to what? List of. Catch cheyali tondraga. D is equal to what now? Dict of. No doubt in that. Oops is little complicated. What is list of dictive? Classes. What is S is equal to student and everything? What is S? What is student? Class. Run this. I'll check it with my patience levels. I'll explain. Still you don't catch, I'll move forward. What is student? Not defined. It is called which error? So today I'm going to define Come on, how do you define? How do you define class? Before that, I would like to say, before this point, I would like to say, class concept is already discussed. Class concept already discussed. Here I want to write syntax for the class. Syntax for defining the class. If you want, I'll write separate. Actually, as a part of previous one, I will write. Now I am defining. Syntax for defining a class. In which language? Python. Syntax for defining a class in Python. Now I am going to take up. See how simple it is. Now I am going to take it. What I am writing? Class, class name. What is the keyword? Class. I am writing here CLS name, indentation symbol, and don't worry about it. I am writing today class level data members. See how much big sentences I am writing. Class level data members, right? Don't worry. I'll explain every point here. DEF instance method. Methods are of three types. All of them will discuss one by one, but let me complete that. Instance method name of self comma list of formal params. List of formal params if any. List of formal params if any. I will write here some statements. Here I am writing. What is this now? Block of statements. Block of statements performs specific operations. Specific operations. Moreover, I am writing one more thing. What I am writing? Specify instance data members. Specify what? Instance data members. Specify instance data members. See students. Specify instance data members. I wrote it. So here I wrote it. Specify instance data members. Class level data members. DEF. At the rate class method. At the rate class method. Now I am writing. At the rate class method. I am writing here. DEF class level method. Class level method. I am writing. Class level method. Here I am writing. Class level method name. I'll write here CLS. And you know, at the rate symbol. At the rate symbol is called what? Decorator. We'll discuss that. Specify class level data member. Class level data member. And performs common operation. Don't worry, all these things I'll explain one by one in the class. Similarly, I will take up one more thing inside of it. One more decorator will come, predefined decorator. It is static method. Static method. So there I am writing. What is this now? Static method name. Static method name. Here, list of formal params if any. No self, no CLS. I same. Here, block of statements performs utility operations. Utility operations. Done. Class name. Class level data members. Instance method name. At the rate class method. Class level method name. At the rate static method name, I wrote it. Class name. And I wrote some different syntax. I wrote it. Come to the immediately syntax. Come on. Class. What is the class name here? Student. Just say pass. Don't worry about it. I just taking here class name. Only this first line I am talking. Slowly, one by one, I will come inside. Right now, don't worry about it. What is the class? Student. And this is called main program. This is called main program. S1. What is S1 here? What is S1? Here, S1 is called what? Object. Is called object. Do you know, students? One more I will create, students. S2. One more I will create. S2. S2 is called what? Object. How many objects are created? Right. Do you know, students? Once we create that thing, internally, one object is created S1. One more object is created S2. One more object created S2. S1 is equal to what is this? Student of. S2 is equal to what I am saying? Student of. What is S1? Here I will write it. S1. What I will write it here? S2. What is the ID here? What is an ID here? X1, 2, 3. What is this is called here? You know, X is called 5, 6, 78. What did you understand about this discussion? ID S1, like our normal objects is having an ID or not? S1 and S2 also will have the ID. I'll print it and I'll show you. Print of ID of S1 is equal to comma ID of S1. Next I will create ID of S2. Try to run it. Try to run it. We are going to get what? Last one you see. 2564, 2576. These two IDs are coming or not? That indicates what is created. Memory space is created. Who is heading the memory space here? S1 and S2. Imagine the diagram immediately. Now, inside the S1, now I need to keep the data. Keep the data. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Na? Anything you want, you can place it. S1 I want to keep it. S2 data I want to keep it inside. Sir, how can I place it? The data which is present with S1 is completely different from S2. That means object data specific or common? Specific. The data which is available with first student is completely different from second student, third student, fourth student. All the students' object data is completely different. Now I want to place the data inside of S1. The data which I am placing inside of S1 is called always which data member? Instance data member. Instance data members are always associated with what itself? Object. So whenever we create an object, we are ready to place which data? Instance. How do you place it, students? Place the data. Now I am saying place the data in S1. How I am placing? S1 dot means what? In S1. I am placing the data. Which one? S1 is equal to 10. S1 is equal to S1 dot SNO is equal to 10. S1 dot S name is equal to RS. S1 dot what? Marks is equal to S1 dot marks is equal to 34.56. What did you understand here? SNO is equal to SNO is called what? Is equal to what? 10. Next is called what? S name is equal to what? RS. Marks is equal to what? 34.56. Did you understand? S1 is equal to 10. S name is equal to RS. Marks is equal to 34.56. Is it specific data or common data? Specific data. So how I am placing my object? Create an object. Place your own data members inside. Come on, S2 data. Place the data in S2. Come on, how do you place the data in S2? S2 dot SNO is equal to some 20. S2 dot SName is equal to TR. S2 dot S3 dot S2 na S3 now. S2 dot marks is equal to what? Some 55.55. What is this now? SNO is equal to 20. SName is equal to TR. Now I am writing S dot what here? You know, marks is equal to 55 point what? 55. Are you able to follow? This is going to be what? Completely different from one is different from others. Here I am writing here SNO comma S name and marks are called what? Instance data members. Instance data members. Are you following me? Instance data member. Here SNO, S name, and then marks are called what? Instance data members, because they are differing from one object to another object. Are you following? How I am accessing it? How I am accessing this number, name, marks? Through what? Object. Now people will ask you, how can you access the instance data members? By object. By object. So how do you place the data inside the object? There are totally three ways are there. Actually, by saying one way, I can say it is over. But I don't want to shortcut my topics. I want to tell you something. I already told you. You search in any internet and any notes, and you will not find my notes in everywhere else. I said its notes is unique. So I can place the data inside the object in three ways. First way is already you understood. What is the first way? Keeping the data in the object through what itself? Through an object, I can place the data. Through an instance method. First is through an object. Second one, through an what? Through what? Instance method. Third one is what? Through constructor. Constructor is also part of the class only. We are going to discuss in the further. Are you able to get me? So, coming to the point of it, I'll write it now. Careful, and I'll write it. Keep it aside. And you have seen ID also. Of course, I need not write it. Now, my dear student, one point I want to tell you. Observe it. S1 is an object which is containing number, value, name, value, marks, value. It is looking like what? Huh? Inside the S1, how the data is available? In key value pair it is available or not? That means inside the object, the data is available in the form of what? Dictionary. Inside the object, what you are taking is available in the form of dictionary. Sir, how to get the data? In the normal testing point only, I am saying print of content of S1 is equal to any object content you want to print it. You have to say that object name dot one magical variable. I will use it. Underscore dict underscore you will use it. S1 dot underscore dict underscore. It will print the data in the form of SNO colon 10. Like that, it will print the data in the form of what? Dictionary. Content of S2. I'll show you practically. Content of S2. S2 dot content is called what here? 20. Beginning I will write here. What the content is printed earlier? It will print open the bracket, close the bracket. Open the bracket, close the bracket means empty. No data present inside. Are you following me? Now go to the pie chart. Print it. I say here some line. Now I am writing. Tell me. Content of S1 is equal to S1 dot underscore dictive underscore content of S2 is equal to S2 dot. Now I am taking like this. Try to run this code. See that. What is the content? Empty. Every object which you create on your own, what is present inside? One empty dictionary present. Now add the data. Adding instance data members through an object. Come on. S1 dot SNO is equal to what? 10. S1 dot name. S name is equal to RS. Something. S1 dot what? Marks is equal to some 33.33. Which object? S1. Second, instance data members through an object to S1. Similarly, I will write what here? S2 dot 20. S3 dot S2 dot something I am writing TR. S2 dot. Now I am writing something like, 63. This is my data, right? This is a fixed data I am entering. Dynamically also we can access. Now try to run it. This is the content of S1 before adding and before what? Adding. This is before adding. This is before adding. Content of S1 after adding. Content of S1 after adding. Content of S1, what is this? After adding. S1 dot. This is after adding. See the answer. Try to run it. See the data. Are you following me? After adding, before adding. Before adding, what is the content? After adding, non-empty. Right. This is about what? How to place the data. Same kind of code I can execute even in edit plus also. Try to go to that. Try to go to that. Because if I go to this place, you see that, paste it, save it. In this place, I can go to the classes concept. First program you are coming across, coming to the command prompt, D colon, Python, 4 p.m. and say 6 p.m. sorry. 6 p.m. Now CD, what is this now? Whoops. And the next is what? Classes. Now see that py, see this now. Instance data member example 1. What is the content? Empty. After that, right. Are you able to understand? Now, another way how to do it, please follow me. Online students, carefully follow. Try to attend a complete session, students. Attending half of the session, leaving it. Already almost today, whether you are able to follow or not, I don't know. Saturday was very less number of students were there. Instance data member 2.py. Now, content is what? S1 dot. Today, I want to print in something different. How do you print it? Now I'm going to say. Carefully follow. What is that? Printer. What is this? First object data. First object data. How do you print it? First object data. How do you print it, students? There I am writing. Print of, tell me, student number. How do you write it? Format of S1 dot SNO. Speed up. Because SNO is related to S1 and S2. Which one? First student. First student is what? First student is what? S1. Second student is what? S2. S2. Student name. Student name. What is this now? Name. What I'll write it now? Yes, name. How you can access the instance data members? Through an object. Next is called what? Student marks. Student marks. Now I am taking student marks. S1 dot what here? Marks. Similarly, one more I will write it. What is the another one? What is the another one? Second object data. Student number S2. S2. And what is this now? S2. S2 dot, S2 dot, S2 dot. Try to run this. See that beautiful output. Go to this. Come out of that. Execute. See this now. PY data members. Are you getting the data or not? This is the another way to get it. One more way. Why I am showing these many ways? See this. One more way I want to print it. What is the another way to print it? See this. Paste it. Here, first student data. How do you print it? Anybody can say? Any talented students here? Any talented? First I printed with what? S1 dot dict. Second one is what? By printing separate. Next, anybody else? No, good. Tell me, who said that? Good. Come on, start. Come on. Good. Key comma value in S1 dot underscore dict underscore colon print of what? K, and one value also will print. Dot what? Format of K comma V. Correct? Correct. That is a blunder. Right. Why? Because S1 dot means what? After the dot, what is this? Looking like a variable or not? Is this variable present inside the S1? Huh? No. You are getting key comma value pair. This is complete because of this line. What it becomes? Dictionary. Because of writing this one, what it is coming? Dictionary. Dot items you need to write. Dot items. చదువుకుంటే కదా, చదువుకుంటే ఏమన్నా ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ, చదువుకుంటే ఏముంటుంది అసలు? గజని నంబర్ 1, గజని నంబర్ 2, 3, 4 అంతా. S1 dot dict. What is the type? Dictionary. Dot what? That will be kept. Items will give you what? Tuple format. First value done. Second value done. Similarly, same thing I will write it. Same thing I will write it. Done. Same thing done. Execute this. అదేముంది? S1, S2 correcting the variables. 3.py. Anyhow, I am appreciating you. But only one thing is, I feel something emotional. You don't answer what is completed. Items. Already completed, no? Yes. Execute. Instance data member 3.py. 3.py. See the answer now. Number name marks. Are you following? What is this is called? Three things are there. Printing the data with a dict normally. Printing the data with my own user-friendly format. Printing my data with a dictionary kind of things. This is comes under what? Instance data members. I want to do class level data member also I want to introduce. Class level data members. Same to same. Same to same. This one I will take it. Second one I will take it. What are the class level data members? Observe it. Class level data members are for what purpose? Common purpose. Where I am writing? Class instance data members. Example 1.py. Student pass I am removing. See my syntax. See my syntax. Class name. Where I am writing class level data members? Inside the class. Inside the class I am writing. Inside the class I am writing. So, inside the class I am writing. Go to the place. What is that now? CRS is equal to what? Python. Here, CRS is called class level data member. Class level data member. Class level data member. That's all. Main program S1 and S2. Content of S1 and S2 empty. As a part of S1 and S2, CRS will not come. CRS memory space created how many times? Only one time. Irrespective of number of objects are created. This memory space will not come into S1 and S2. S1 and S2 are what? Specific. You are placing the data. You are placing the data. Inside of S1, what is present? After printing this, you print the data. After adding rough work, you print it. You keep a comment here. You keep a comment. Just to keep a comment. After placing the data, only this data will come inside of this S1. What will not come? CRS will not come. So, class level data members memory space will come how many times? One time. PY. See this. What is happening? Beginning empty. Only class level data member will not be coming. Except at the class level. All instance data members are coming or not? Then, How many times memory space is created? But whose objects can be created any number of times? Any number of values can be added. But CRS is written how many times? One time. If I write S1.CRS, S2.CRS, unnecessarily waste of time now. But I want to print the data. How do you print it? Come on. Now I want to print. Print. What is this now? Capital letters I'll write. Student course. Student course. Dot format of. Tell me. What is this now? Class level data member. Instance data members accessed by using what? Object name. Class level data members must be always accessed with respect to class name only. What is the class name? Student. How do you write it now? Student dot CRS. CRS. Here I am writing CRS. Now I am saying like this. Student course CRS. One time memory space, every time accessing. Beautiful. Execute. Execute. See that? I got the data. First student data. Second student data. I got it. Are you able to follow me? Fine. Coming to the point back. I'm going to take up here. I need not write this, only for sampling purpose I wrote it. What did you understand with my discussion? What did you understand? Python is coming. Is the memory space created every time or only once? Right. Only one time it is created. Many times we can access wherever you like it. Are you understanding? So class level data members are written something like this. And where I am defining the class level data members? Inside the class. There is one more way is there. We can define the things inside the class name also we can define. One more way I can say, last and final. One more way. See students, what I am writing is, so I am taking here. Writing here, city also I want to tell. City. All the people are living in the same city only. What I am doing now? City is equal to what? HYD. What is HYD? City is called class level data member. Class level data member. Here city is called class level data member. Come on. Here I am writing. Dynamically I want to read the data. Dynamically. Come on. How do you read? Int of, input of, enter, enter. First student, enter. First student number. First student number. Next I am taking what? Input of, enter. First student name. First student name. First student name. Enter first student marks. Enter first student. Yes. Float of. Float of, input of. Enter first student marks. First student marks. Done. Similarly, I will go for what? Same thing. Same thing I will go here also. There I am writing, you see. S2 dot, S2 dot, S2 dot, S2 dot. Enter second student number. Enter second student number. What is this now? Same to same. Enter second student marks. Second student marks. Same to same. Are you following me? What is the difference between previous and this one? This is called what? Dynamism is available. Let us go to the place. Here I am writing. Carefully follow. Class level data member example 2.py. So 2.py. So here execute it. See students. Py 2.py. See this now. Beginning empty 100. KVR. Student marks is called 1.1. Number is second student number. Something like 200. Name is called Rajesh. So marks is called something like 33.33. Got it. First student. Second student. Python is common. And the city also I will print it. Student course. Student city. Student city. What is this now? Come on. City. City you will write it. Here also I'll write it as what? City. Student city. Student city. Copy the same thing here. See here, done. Execute it, see that, enter the number, say this now, go to this place, getting like this. Are you following? What did you understand with this? The diagrammatically you can feel that S1 is the data, S2 is the data, S2 is the data, number, name, marks, number, name, marks. But what is common here? What is common here? CRS, Python. Next is city. This is called HYD. What is this now? City. Is it common for all of them or not? It is common for all of them. So this data is common for all the objects. Finally, the conclusion is CRS and city and S1 and S2 is available, and this common data is given to what? S1 and S2. How I am accessing this class level data member? By using which name? Class name. How I am accessing this S1 and S2? Object name. So instance data members accessed by using what? Object name. Class level data members accessed with respect to what? Class name. That is an international rules. We go to little depth of it. Look at S1 and S2 are the objects whose common data is what? Class level data member. You can access class level data members by using what also? Object name also you can access. And if you go to deep of the subject, no sir, we want only one rule, means you remember class name dot class level data member, that is the final rule. If you want to go to deep level, class level data members are common for all the objects. They are suitable for all the objects also. You can call with respect to what also? Object name also. Here I am writing accessing what level data members? Class level data members by using what name? Class name. Class name. So here I will write also class name. Here also I will write city. Here also I will write it. And something is missing there. So here something is missing, students. Okay, CRS also. Okay, come down of this and enter the data. What do you know? What do you know? This is the values which are available. Are you following me? Now, go to the further. I would like to say, in this place, I would like to say one more way. You can also access the class level data member by using what name? Object name. Here I will write it S1 dot. S1 dot. Here I will write S1 dot. No issue. We can access with respect to what name also? Object name also. Why the object name? How do you convince? They are by using what? They are common for all the objects now. You can access with respect to object name. So object name. CM is called what? Class level variable to the state. And to every citizen, CM value is same. So citizen dot CM is also called same name will come. State name dot CM also will come same only. State is called what? Class. CM is called what? Class level data member. All the citizens in state is called what? Objects. Understand? So you execute the same mechanism. How I called? S2 dot. S2 dot. Here also S2 dot. You can write even in S1 also, no issue. Here also S1 and S2. Execute it. Class level data member 3 example 3.py. So coming to the point back, out of that, execute py. See that data, right? Done. See this value now. Got it. Are you able to follow? Yes. You can write even what? For S1 same data. For S1 also. You can write S1 also here. You can write S2, S1 also. Your CM, my CM is same. Your PM, my PM is also same. It doesn't make any difference. So here you see the data which is available. I just said like that, and see the data. Same thing is coming. Are you following me? Right. So here you want to get it, S2 also you can write it. Online students, are you able to understand or just bouncing? Is it bouncing or understanding? Understanding. Offline students, are you okay? Open the notes. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Open all of you notes. Write a Python program which will calculate simple example. Through whoops you need to do it. Write a Python program which will calculate addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers by using classes and objects. Addition of two numbers by using classes and objects. By using classes and objects. How to do it? First question is clear. Addition of two numbers. So what is that now? Program for observe it. Program for calculating addition of two numbers by using what? Classes and objects. By using classes and objects. Start. Class sum pass. That's all. Okay, main program. S is equal to what? Sum. Why? Here, what is S? Why are you creating object? To store my data. How many? Two values. Come on. What two values? Instance data member. S dot A. Print. First print. Content of S. Content of S is equal to, comma, S dot what? Underscore dict. Underscore of. What is the value printed? Some example 1 dot py. What is the value printed? Empty. That's all. Easy. Py empty. Now I will place the data. Come on, place. Empty. Okay. Come on, dynamically I want to take the data. Normally you want to place S dot A is equal to 100. S dot B is equal to what? 200. Print content of S. Content of S. Point to point I am saying to you. I am capturing the status of the program. What happens? Double dot. Single dot I want. S dot B. A is equal to A colon B colon. How do I access A? How do I access A? S dot A. How do I access B? S dot B. On the same wait just on the customer. You have to say that. Come on, add. Add the values. Add the values. Come on. S dot A. S dot A plus S dot B. Where I want to place it? In S, one variable I will take it. S dot what? C. What is C? What is C? Ma? Correct. Tell me. No. What is C? Instance data member. Variable is wrong answer. Variable is wrong answer. Variables are there in where? Functional programming. What is C? Instance data member. Instance data member. Meeku ela telustadi? S dot C అని చెప్పాను ఇప్పుడే. What is S? Object. Object dot variable name. What is that variable name? Instance data member. If you don't understand the technique, if you don't understand that sense of understanding, it's difficult. See that. Print it. Print it. So coming to that, when if thirsty at 1 o'clock, you will buy the thumbs up and you will drink or not. Sprite you will drink or not. But when the subject is coming, you will not drink anything. Why? Only 1 or 2 people are saying. What is the C? Is 30. 30. In simple word, go for what? Float of input of enter value of A. Value of A. B. B. Not only A, B. K, comma, what? V. Enter the value of first value. Enter first value. Enter value of K. Enter value of V. Content. Enter S dot, any variable you take it. S dot K, S dot V. Suppose if I write S dot Z, what is an error? Huh? Huh? What is that? What error? What error? Name error. It is an attribute error. Where I taught you, sir, A is equal to 2 plus 3J. A dot real. What is an answer? 2.0. A dot IMAG. Answer is what? 3.0. If I write A dot imaginary, attribute error, because that attribute is not there in complex object. Already taught to you. See the error. See the error. Value 3, 4 error. What is that? Attribute error. Name error. Value error. Student error. Hyderabad error will not be there. Subject is subject. S dot what? R. S dot R. I'll say S. It is what? V. S dot R. Dictive. Beautiful. Finished. 4, 5. Got it. 4, 5, 9. How do you print this data, sir? How do you print this data, sir? Easy. How do you print it, sir? Print of first value. First value. Colon. Dot format of S dot K. What type of data member there? Instance. S dot value. Second value. Second value. What is this now? V. Next, third value. Third value. What is this now? Sum I will say. Sum is equal. What I am doing? S dot what? R. Execute it. Execute it. Now I am saying that. See the answer. S dot 100. 200. Got the answer now. Getting? These are all only for your understanding purpose. I wrote this type of data, capturing the data. Are you able to follow? Now, shall I give one or examples? Whatever functional programming is there, you can happily convert into where? Oops. Write up. Write a Python program which will calculate simple interest by using classes and objects. Already we did that example, but you have to do for practicing purpose by using classes and objects. One more. Write a Python program. Which will calculate area and perimeter of circle by using classes and objects. Area and perimeter of circle by using classes and objects. So try to do that. And look at the syntax. Here today I was, and one more point I want to show you, students. And instance data members, how I am accessing with respect to what? Object name. Right? How I am accessing class level data members? Using class name and object name. If I go for instance data member, students, there is one thing is coming in tomorrow. Today I am not explaining, but definitely I will specify today. Self. What is self? What is self? Right? That don't worry. Somebody is saying, Aniket is saying that a keyword. It's a blunder. Even in internet also they will say it is a keyword. Even a lot of faculties will say it is a keyword. The blunder. Sir, show me, sir. Blunder, you show me once, sir. Because if I don't tell, you will feel that it is a keyword. And whoever is answering quickly, that is a compulsory key blunder only. If somebody is saying, Dinesh, self is a self, calling a class. Dinesh lost his self. So that is also wrong. If is equal to 12 is called error. Why error? If is a keyword. Else is equal to what? 45. Aniket, 45. What is this now? Keyword. While is equal to what? 56. Self is equal to what? 45. No error. But everybody says self keyword, blunder. And 100 people are saying wrong. Now, student also say wrong. All wrong people speak wrong only. It is a correct. Person like me, one day if he come to my mission will throw it out. And showing the practical answer like this. 100%. One more beautiful reason I will tell you. Import keyword. Import keyword. I am showing the keywords list in Python. Keyword dot KW list, which will return what? KWS. Keywords list it will come. Print of what? How many keywords are there? Print of. LEN of what? KWS. 35 are there. What are those, sir? Printed. In that KWS. See that. False, none, true, and as, assert, don't worry. ASNYC, await, break. Class, continue. Def, del, elif, else, except. Finally, for, from, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, not, or, pass, raise, return, try, while, with, yield. How many you don't know? How many you don't know? You don't know assert, you don't know, and one you don't know what? All of them. You have any self here? Then who said self is a keyword? Class go to class. What is a class? Keyword. Then why self is a keyword? Who said that? Wrong or not? Anybody saying in training division is a class? Throw it out the notes on the face. Wrong is wrong. How I am proving? Showing the Python keywords I am showing. See, saying wrong is 2 minutes. A faculty should not tell a single word also wrong. That is what you have heard in 21 years. In Amirpet, that is a mistake. Whatever they like it, they are inventing their own Python and explaining. And moreover, even I talked to one faculty, I asked him, why self is a keyword, you will say. Do you know what he is saying? If you listen that, you will just different. Self I will write it. Self I am writing. Self is looking in which color? Class is looking in which color? Blue looking is called a keyword. But that faculty gave that answer like that. All blue looking things are called keywords. Something is problem. Self is there. In place of self, I will write my name. No problem. Tomorrow I will talk about self. Today I am not talking anything. What is self? Aniket? Aniket got it. You know wrong things. But to learn the new things, it takes some time. Correct? So, how I shown you that correctness? By using the things. See, all the keywords I am continuing. All the keywords. Yield also, everything came. You don't know this only These three things you don't know. Rest of them you know already now. In my class, daily doing or not? Yes. Today, all the instance data members can be accessed with respect to self also. But where to use self and all, I will explain tomorrow. Today, don't worry. You can access with respect to what? Instance data member can be accessed in two ways. One is by using object name, one more by using self. Tomorrow I will tell you what is self. Today, don't worry. And when you come to object, class level data member members access with respect to what? Class name, object name. Object name accessing, we can use self also, where class level data members can be accessed with respect to what? Self also. One more is also there. With the CLS also you can access. And totally 4 are there. That I'll show you now. Follow, students. That concept what I shown you the example, I'll show you that. Just try to follow me. I'll go for oops here. I would like to get you here. Types of data members I want to bring it. So coming to this place under oops, because teaching the subject is very important without any mistakes. That is the greatness of the faculty. Teaching wrong, nothing is useful. Start. In a class of Python, we can define two types of data members. Instance, class level. Under instance. Instance data members are those whose memory space created every time when an object is created. Instance data members are used for storing specific values in object. Hence, instance data members are also called object level data members. Are you following? Can be specified in how many ways? Today we have seen through what we added. Tomorrow I will tell you through what. In further I will go for what also. So right now don't worry about second and third. Worry about only object name. Sir, where you have done, sir? S1 dot. Done or not? Yes. Because once we exactly practicality should be resumed from that. Instance data members can be accessed by using the following syntaxes. Object name dot instance data member. Already you have done or not? Here. S1 dot, S1 dot, S1 dot, S2 dot, S2 dot, S2 dot. Next, self dot. Today you do what is a self? What is self? You said something. Your self is gone. Self ante telusu kada. When you click the scooty button, self is there. It will start. When you press, hand is paining, but self is not there. You did not understand. Okay, leave it. Class level data members. What is the class level data members? Class level data members are those whose memory space created one time, irrespective of number of objects are created. Class level data members are used for storing common values for all the objects of same class. You create thousands of objects, but whose memory space created how many times for this? One time. Class level data members can be specified in 3 ways. Actually, 2 ways. Two ways. What is that? Inside the class name, inside the class level method. Today I shown you only one way. What is that? Inside class only I specified. Tomorrow I will show you second way. Are you following me? Yes. Right. Come on, Naveen. Right. Class level data members can be accessed by using the following syntaxes. Number 1, class name dot class level data member name. Syntax number 2, CLS dot class level data member name. Don't worry about CLS. Tomorrow I will explain. Object name dot class level data member name. You've seen it. Object name written or not? Object name. S1 dot CRS, S1 dot city. You've seen that. Now coming to the next. Self dot class level data member. Don't worry about class self. So regarding CLS, regarding self, you don't worry. Syntax 1 and 3 has shown already. When I come back tomorrow, I'll explain about self and CLS in detail. I will explain. Okay now? So today I will stop my class, and tomorrow class, when I come back, we'll talk about methods. I will explain more. These 3 things I will cover tomorrow. Don't miss the class. Come to the class on time. Okay, students, I'll stop the class. Tomorrow we'll meet. I'll post it, going to go to home and read that notes and practice and come. Right. Thank you. All the best.